demonstration, which will begin in 5 minutes.
This is just an attention draw to gather thousands.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the 2nd Regiment Royal Canadian Horse Artillery Close Quarter Combat demonstration. Over the next 20 minutes, members of 2RCHA's CQC team will demonstrate a variety of close quarter combat techniques and maneuvers. This demonstration will consist of 4 distinct phases: sentry takedown, knife fighting, bayonet fighting, and a red man suit demonstration. Close quarter combat is the physical confrontation between 2 or more opponents. It involves armed, unarmed, lethal, and non-lethal fighting techniques that range from enforced compliance to deadly force. 2RCHA's close quarter combat team comprises of 16 soldiers who are trained under the leadership of Warrant Officer Mark Wheeler. The CQC course, which qualifies soldiers in close quarter combat, is 2 weeks long and covers the range of close quarter combat training, including throws, takedowns, striking techniques, chokes, counters to common attacks, non-lethal combat techniques, edged and impact weapons, sentry removal, ground fighting, and rifle bayonet fighting. Close quarter combat is a weapons-based system that spans the spectrum of conflict. Techniques flow from and support the tactical principles of decisiveness, speed, concentration of force, flexibility, and simplicity. These principles are combined to achieve maximum effect.
Section, fall in, arrowhead formation. Advance. Halt. Number 1, take up the left flank facing out. Number 2, left road facing forward. Number 3, right road facing forward. Number 4, right flank facing out.
In wartime, a soldier may have to remove a sentry. To avoid detection, soldiers approach using a low crouch, advancing to maneuver slowly and deliberately. They place each foot silently on the ground, toe to heel, and do not cross their feet. Their normal fighting stance determines which foot leads and which lead hand should be free. They are ready to strike and cover the opponent's mouth and nose. They look towards the sentry's head, as this is where movement will originate. They avoid looking directly at the back of the head, as the sentry may sense that someone is watching. What you are about to see is a demonstration of sentry removal techniques. Removal utilizing a thrust to the subclavian artery. Removal utilizing a throat slash. Removal utilizing a thrust to the kidney. Removal utilizing a helmet neck brace. And removal utilizing a helmet smash. The sentry will do everything possible to cry out or escape, and thus must be silenced quickly and brutally, as this is a life or death struggle. There must be no hesitation, and split timing if necessary. We will now demonstrate these techniques from the other side for a 360-degree view. The soldier must close aggressively and then strike swiftly and silently. If the sentry is tall, soldiers will step on the back of his knee so that the opponent will drop to a level which makes it easier to kill silently. As the sentry falls back, soldiers control the fall of both the sentry and any weapon. Etched weapons can cause serious damage and massive trauma, which will stop an opponent. A knife or a bayonet, properly employed, is a deadly weapon. It can be used for offensive tasks to silence sentries, or in defensive situations where the soldier is unable to employ his weapon. The soldier must have the mindset that these are effective tools, and he must be aggressive and attack straight to the opponent's vulnerable areas. Very rarely will a soldier face a similarly armed opponent. There are two types of grips used in knife fighting, the hammer grip and the ice pick grip. Each grip is maintained with a firm grasp of the hand to prevent the shock of hitting the target and knocking the knife from the soldier's hand. The soldier uses the fighting stance as a foundation from which all knife attacks and techniques are initiated. The lead hand forms a vertical shield to parry the opponent's strike and protect the ribs, throat, and head. Ideally, the soldier should move in a They avoid being directly in front of the opponent, who can then rely on his forward momentum to seize the tactical advantage. If facing an opponent, move in 45-degree increments in either side, which helps avoid an opponent's strike and places the soldier in a good position to attack. There will now be a knife-on-knife demonstration. Close quarter combat is a weapons-based system, in that every soldier is issued a rifle and a bayonet as his primary tools to destroy an opponent at close quarters. Bayonet fighting skills are war-fighting techniques which every soldier must master. Training to perfect these techniques develops skill, confidence, and aggressiveness in executing all movements. A major component of bayonet fighting is the sheer psychological effect of facing an opponent with a fixed bayonet. The image of an advancing force of bayonets attached is powerful and can do great psychological damage to the enemy. The bayonet charge has been used by armies for hundreds of years to great tactical advantage. The bayonet charge has been used in contemporary theaters of war, including Falklands, Iraq, and Afghanistan, and has been used as recently as 2009 in Afghanistan, where the Royal Regiment of Scotland led a bayonet charge against enemy Taliban.
Close quarter combat team, fall in! Execute. Thrust. Correction. On guard. Execute. Thrust. Strike. 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 Execute. Vertical butt stroke. Strike. 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 Execute. Smash. Strike. 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 Execute. Slash. Strike. 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 Execute. Ground point. Strike. 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 Executing combination. Thrust. Vertical butt stroke. Strike. 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 Execute. Combination. Thrust. Vertical butt stroke. Smash. Strike. 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 Execute. Combination. Thrust. Vertical butt stroke. Smash. Slash. Strike. 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 Execute. Combination. With. Terminating with. Ground point. Strike. 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 Close quarter combat team, rest.
The bayonet is an offensive weapon which must be used